Trivia, the game where you think a little, you'll learn a lot, and you maybe go home with some extra change in those pockets. Yeah, I got pockets tonight too. How much change? Well, that's up to you, of course, but if it's not enough to your liking, you can always earn more by staying engaged on the app, because remember, you get paid to post on display. How are we feeling about this? Are you all making that coin? I do see some regulars here tonight. Hey, everyone. Yes, so welcome back, and welcome to all of the newbies. Now, earlier we spun to determine the jackpot, which tonight is $2,500. And in case you're just tuning in, I see people still tuning in right now. I'm going to re-explain the rules for you. So you're going to have 10 seconds to pick your answer, and choose wisely, because once you tap, there's no going back. If you miss one, you will no longer be eligible for the cash prize, but stay in the game. Yes, because we're cool. We are cool, and you can keep playing along for fun. Shall we dive right into this thing? You know what? In the spirit of the Olympics, we shall. Divers, take your mark. It's time to trivia. Question 1. Which of the following animals is incorrectly matched to its commonly associated byproduct? Cow milk, dog wool, chicken eggs. Which of the following animals is incorrectly matched to its commonly associated byproduct? Cow milk, dog wool, chicken eggs. We're looking for the incorrect pairing here. What came first, the chicken or the egg? Well, I'm not so sure about that, but what I am sure about, both of them are pretty darn tasty. How do you like those eggs? I like them over easy. Now, if I was as sure about these trivia questions as I am about that fact, I would be rolling in it right now. People, yeah, any of you rolling in the hay yet today? Well, those of you who got it right will be. Now, I'm guessing in the future we might be able to source any of these. After all, I mean, milk from almonds? Nuts! But dog wool? Yeah, currently not a thing. Doesn't mean it wouldn't work. Let's move on to the future. Question 2. What is the name of the breakout pop star who sings Good For You? Olivia Rodrigo, Ariana Grande, Billie Eilish. What is the name of the breakout pop star who sings Good For You? Olivia Rodrigo, Ariana Grande, Billie Eilish. Good for you. Yep, just like taking vitamins and fresh veggies. And this singer-songwriter must be getting a lot, because have you seen her glow? Although, I mean, I would glow like that too if I made an album about my ex and then totally came out on top. It looks like some of you are coming out on top so far. So this song, by the way, does this remind anyone of the Paramore hit Misery Business? Well, it's no misery for a lot of you. Are you guys named Olivia Rodrigo? Because I'm giving you license to speed ahead to question 3. The hormone responsible for inducing drowsiness in humans is known as what? Melanin, melatonin, melasma. The hormone responsible for inducing drowsiness in humans is known as what? Melanin, melatonin, melasma. Oh, the only hormone that makes me drowsy is testosterone, because men are utterly exhausting. Hormones really are amazing. They are chemicals that your body naturally produces that basically tell it what to do. Like writing little reminders to yourself around the house on Post-it notes. Oh man, I forgot to buy eggs. And that was the first question too. Well, melatonin doesn't help with memory, but it does help you sleep. Anybody take that for sleep? Some of you must do, because well done, display bees. Who's wide awake right now and ready for question 4? Let's do it. Of the following decades, in which would you most often see the hairstyle named for the home of an insect that produces honey? 1930s, 1960s, 1990s. Of the following decades, in which would you most often see the hairstyle named for the home of an insect that produces honey? 1930s, 1960s, 1990s. Hey guys, Serious question. How did the bee keep his hair looking neat? With a honeycomb. I hate to kill your buzz with a bad joke, but I had to. I couldn't resist. I guess I also told you, if you didn't already know, the insect in the question here is a bee, but where do bees live? Ooh, this is making me so nervous. I'm breaking out in hives. Look, I know I'm waxing silly here, but some famous beehive hairstyles. Ladies like Jackie O and Aretha Franklin in the sexy 60s. Woo, well done. Let's keep up with the times and head into question 5. In the classic board game Clue, all of the following are one of the rooms in which the crime can be committed except the lounge, the conservatory, the wine cellar. In the classic board game Clue, all of the following are one of the rooms in which the crime can be committed except the lounge, the conservatory, the wine cellar. I always thought the Clue Mansion had its priorities a little out of whack. There were always all these extra rooms for billiards and balls. But like, what about a bathroom? Where is Mrs. Peacock gonna, pee? I mean, this just proves that rich people are out of touch. The only room in the board game where a crime cannot be committed is the cellar. Ours is filled with wine, which holds the envelope until someone is ready to make an accusation. I think it was all of you, yes? Question 6. Which of the following is an incorrectly matched synonym pairing? Deride, disparage, torrent, deluge, importunity, impotent. Which of the following is an incorrectly matched synonym pairing? Deride, disparage, torrent, deluge, importunity, impotent. Whew, which is easy to say. Answer is none of them. Synonyms are words that have the same or near meanings, which begs the question, like why? Why do we have so many words if some of them mean the same thing? Well, don't look at me. I have like 50 plus pairs of shoes. And like, yes, they basically all do the same thing, which is make me look fierce. Don't peek today, I'm wearing my bunny slippers. Importunity and impotent are the only two non-synonyms on this list, right? They are so unrelated, they've never even met. But please, let me introduce you all to question 7. If a substance measures lower than the midpoint of the common pH scale, how would you classify that substance? Water, acid, base. If a substance measures lower than the midpoint of the common pH scale, how would you classify that substance? Water, acid, base. Personally, I don't use scales. No, I think life's too short, and I don't think we should obsess over weight. We should obsess over the things that we can't control instead, like natural disasters, or when my packages are gonna arrive. Come on, UPS. I see you're in transit. Come on, you got this. Speaking of you got this, yeah, you all are tipping the scales here. Acids on the pH scale are represented with values less than 7, which is neutral. I'm not neutral. I want y'all to win. Question 8. How many acting Oscar nominations did this star of Inception receive before winning? 2, 4, 6. How many acting Oscar nominations did this star of Inception receive before winning? 2, 4, 6. In all fairness, there were many stars in Inception, but we are looking for the movie's protagonist. Tom Hardy, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Elliot Page, still all waiting for their Oscar noms. Keep at it, guys. Your turn will come. If at first you don't succeed, try and try again. Just like our good friend Leo did with the 4 nominations he received before finally winning. We're not counting the 5th nom for The Revenant because nominations don't get you trophies. Wins do, which is what Leo did on that go. You know all about the win. Yeah, you're almost there. We're at Q9. Let's do this. Which of the following NFL teams is incorrectly matched to its city's main corresponding airport? Steelers PIT, 49ers LAX, Falcons ATL. Which of the following NFL teams is incorrectly matched to its city's main corresponding airport? Steelers PIT, 49ers LAX, Falcons ATL. NFL is the National Football League, and if you're playing outside the US, yes, I understand your confusion, because honestly, your name for football makes way more sense. You play the game with your feet. Hello, hello. Our football you play with, well, I'm not really sure how American football works. Is it whoever's the biggest? I mean, that seems like a very American way to judge something. On display trivia, it's not the biggest, it's the best. Yes, and the best of you got the 49ers play for San Francisco or SFX. Hop in a flight into the final question. Here it is, question 10. The original cellulose tape brand created by 3M debuted a mascot in the 1940s who wore what garment? A monocle, a kilt, cowboy boots. The original cellulose tape brand created by 3M debuted a mascot in the 1940s who wore what garment? A monocle, a kilt, cowboy boots. Didn't know tape needed a mascot, but hey, whatever floats your boat. Literally. Like, I'm sure you can tape over a boat leak, right? Oh, if only they had some of this on the Titanic. Totally different ending, right? Things would have gone a lot differently if Scotty McTape had been there that April night to help patch things up. Scotty McTape, the mascot for Scotch Tape, was decked out head to toe in Scottish garb and his own signature tartan. Do you think he had on underwear under that kilt? What? Apparently the Scots like to let things breathe. Maybe that's an urban legend, but your winnings tonight? A fact! A fact! Woo! Bravo to all of you winners! You came, you played, you slayed, you displayed your knowledge, and you got paid. Throw those scores in the chat, displayers.